This is Marcela again, and I'm here with Amy Vernon from Amy Vernon LLC, and we're going to talk about chatting on Twitter and how to use tweet chat to grow your business and your social media presence. So can you tell us a little more about that?
Sure. My background was as a newspaper journalist, so my ability to type very quickly in live situations exceeds that of a lot of people. I sometimes have to hold myself back a little bit from responding to a question because it freaks people out sometimes. But really, I've used tweet chats and events like this where I've been live tweeting over the years to really build an audience, because I find that people are really interested, particularly in a conference like this, where there's only a certain number of people who are here and are able to be here, and there's always people outside who are really interested in it, but they can't be here, and they start following along the hashtag for topics they're interested in. And what I always do when I start is I warn people, it's like, heavy tweeting today, I'm live tweeting, unfollow, I take no offense. And I actually had someone one time tell me, I'm unfollowing you, but then I'm putting you on a separate list so I can just follow you and what you're tweeting out of the conference separately, but so I can see everybody else in my Twitter stream. It's a great way because you're part of a larger conversation, and so a lot of people are monitoring the overall hashtag, whether it's a Twitter chat or a live tweeting event. So you're part of this larger conversation, so there's other people involved, and if you're really tweeting quality information out of that and sharing good information in there, people retweet you, follow you. I mean, every time I'm live tweeting at anything, I see new follows just coming in throughout the day and more retweets than I ever get at any other time, and a lot more discussion too. Like, a lot of people will ask questions about what I say or challenge one of the things I tweet. And the interesting thing about that is that most of what I'm tweeting initially is what people are saying on stage, because that's what I'm sharing. I'm sharing the information that's being shared, and sometimes people disagree with it, but I get into conversations with them because I say, well, that's what this person was saying. I tend to agree with you partially on this case, but I think and I then express my own opinion about it, which I'll also sprinkle in throughout the course of the day. But I want to make it clear where I'm speaking as me and where I'm really sharing the information that the people who are up at the podium are sharing, because I don't want to put my words into their mouths or make it seem like I'm saying what they're actually saying. So I'm very careful to make sure I include the handle of whoever is saying it in the tweet, or indicating, like, this whole section that I'm going to be tweeting now is from this person. So if I don't want to use that many characters to take up with their handle in each of the tweets. In a discussion, it's a little more difficult because it's like different people speaking all the time. So.
And then, how, if somebody wants to get started doing this, what would they do? How would they get started?
Well, I would definitely encourage, in a tweet chat situation, to find a chat that's in an area that you're interested in, and there are chats on every topic. There's food chats, wine chats, yoga chats. I mean, and then marketing, in every niche of marketing, everything. I mean, there's so many different types of chats. There are a few directories. Gnosis Media Group, GNOSIS. If you Google them and just like tweet chat, they have a wiki of all the tweet chats. And there's also, I'm blanking on the name of it, but I think it's hashtags.org. I think they might have it. There's, I'm completely blanking on the name. There's this one guy in the UK who has a great website that's dedicated to tweet chats. Tweetchat.com also now has a blog. A company I used to work for now owns Tweet Chat, and they started a calendar of Twitter chats too that explain what the chats are about and when they are and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different ways you can find the chats. You can really find the ones you're interested in. And I'd say find a topic, an area you're interested in, and that you have something to say and something to share, and just get involved. Just join it. Like, next time it's scheduled, go to the chat and talk and just participate in the conversation, and eventually you become a part of that community, like you do in any other way. And for events, I mean, just at an event, if it's a discussion that you're really interested in and it's something that fits in with the type of things you usually tweet about. I think that's important too, not to just suddenly like turn your Twitter stream into something completely unrelated to anything that you ever talk about. But SMX, certainly the things that go on here, the conferences I tend to go to, are related to things that I often tweet about. So a lot of my followers are interested, and then more people follow.
So if somebody wants to find you online, where can they find you? What's your website and all that?
AimyVernon.net. That is one of the few places where I did not get Amy Vernon. I have my name almost everywhere except for AimyVernon.com. So AimyVernon.net, and basically I'm Amy Vernon on Facebook, on Twitter, on G+, and pretty much everywhere.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.